this, if I'm honest. Like, I got put here a while back. I've been here for a long time. Where are my manners? I'm sleep. Yeah. I mean, I'm not exactly sleep, but like, that's basically my name at this point. Yeah. Is there... So, I mean, people who come here are usually in need of help, one way or another, with sleeping, and I'm usually the guy they send them all to. So, is there anything you need? Is there anything? I mean, there's definitely a reason you're here. It's just, do you know what the reason is? Or like, a lot of people don't, honestly. Like, I've been here for so long, and I just, it gets boring. Like, not to say that you're boring or anything, I don't mean that. It's just, it gets boring because I'm just helping people with the same problems, and I don't really have anyone consistent to talk to. Like, this is kind of a void almost. People appear, I help them, they leave, and they don't come back. I guess you could say I'm good at my job, but I don't get it, honestly. Look, I'm happy to help you with any problems you have sleeping, honestly. Like, it's no big deal. Don't feel bad for coming here. Like, people come here all the time. So, what do you need? What do you need help with? Just, I mean, obviously, you can't sleep, so that's probably a good place to start. I mean, how long have you been trying? Okay, that's actually about average. That's fine. It's not too bad. I probably should be making notes or something, but honestly, I've been through this so many times, I basically remember it. What's your name? I'm so sorry, I didn't ask. Okay, that's a nice name. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I think they granted me unlimited memory or something, like eidetic memory, a photographic memory, because I don't forget anyone's names or anything. Like, they gave me a notepad, and I don't really understand why, because it kind of goes against the entire thing, you know. But yeah, I just want to try and figure out exactly what is keeping you from sleeping. There's always something. So, do you like, what can I get you in the mood for sleeping? Like, is there anything that makes you tired specifically, or... Yeah, no, I get it. I've heard everything. There's nothing I can't get, honestly. Sorry, what was that? What am I? I honestly don't know. I genuinely don't know. I wish I could tell you. The last thing I remember is just being called sleep, being here, you know. The irony is that I don't sleep, you know. I'm called it, but I don't do it. But yeah, just showed up here, hood, and went about my day. Helped people if I could, and realized there was probably a reason they kept coming here with the same problem, and why my name was Sleep, and just, worked out. I've made my peace with it, because I'm being helpful. I'm helping people achieve sleep, and that's important. Important to get 8 hours of anything. So, if this is what I'm intended to do, I can't argue against it. Honestly, this is not the worst gig you could have. But that's enough about me. On to you. What kind of things do you do before bed? Do you have a routine? Yeah, so like, do you always brush your teeth, and then if you have any makeup on, take it off. I've seen it all. Just like put on eye mask, put on moisturizer, put on something. Or do you kind of just like get to bed and think, oh, I needed to put that on? It happens to the best of us, don't worry about it. A lot of people are unprepared for sleep, and it's a surprising amount, but makes my job fun. So, for you, you're saying that it's kind of half and half. You're sometimes, just have some, you do everything, otherwise sometimes you kind of forget. It's fine. What was it tonight? Unorganized or organized? Got it. Because the reason I'm asking is that people usually send here for a specific reason, like I've said, but as in because you haven't been sent here before, I haven't seen you before. I know I haven't seen you before, but I haven't seen you before, and in all of my reasoning, in all of the years I've done this, there's always some specific reason that on that day you were sent here to get help, and I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find out. I'm so sorry. I yawn constantly. I think it's just a cruel trick, honestly, considering I can't sleep. It's really annoying, but you live with it. But yeah, I don't get what they were intending, but it's just a bit cruel. But honestly, again, made peace with it. So for you, do you know what ASMR is? Great. Do you watch it? Good, okay, because that's usually what I recommend to people first. It's just because a lot of time people don't know what it is, and they just think, oh, it's so weird and disgusting. That's not all there is. There's people really putting their heart and soul into it, making such high quality things, and just people need to appreciate the beauty of it more, honestly. Well, that's what I think. I don't know. I mean, I could never do it. I'm not that talented. I mean, I can help you catch some Z's, but I can't do it while whispering, Well, I say that I'm whispering now just because, it's a sleep void. Being loud doesn't exactly help you get to sleep. There's a lot of different things that I've learned, but just be yourself. This is unrelated. This is just something I've learned in general. Just be yourself is 90% of the time, if you're having any anxieties or stresses, which is definitely something that can prevent sleep, just be yourself. It solves so much. Again, excuse me. It just solves so much, because that's what I was going to ask next is, are you anxious about anything? Or are you just stressed? Or, because a lot of these different factors can lead to a lack of sleep. I've experienced a few of them over the years. There was actually, I know I'm going on tangents, but also, I'll explain later. There was one boy, I believe, there was one male presenting boy that I helped that it took about 6 hours. It wasn't even painstaking because I just felt so sorry for him. He was going through the roughest time, but in the end, he realized that because other people were causing him to have a rough time, didn't mean that he needed to let himself have a rough time. Yes, he can be stressed and he can have all these anxieties, but he was adding pressure on himself and just amplifying it all, and that's just horrible. No one should go through that. I've thankfully got to a much better place than I was before, and regards to that, because if I couldn't help someone within an hour, I was just thinking I was a failure, but we got past that, and now I help other people get through it, so it's pretty neat. Honestly, it's fun. It's fun seeing, because I haven't had a single person fail. I've had repeat appointments, but not a failure. And it's just a fantastic feeling, helping people. And the reason I was telling you that is because some people think that anecdotes kind of help them sleep, so I was just testing the waters, but I don't think it does. For you, unfortunately, so what else? I say what else as if I haven't done this a million times, but I try to approach each of them fresh, each new person fresh, because everyone's unique in their own way, and applying a fix to one person for something is not gonna have the same results as applying a fix to someone else. And I know that, so I really just wanna uniquely help every person I can. So, I mean, you've heard of ASMR, that sounds a great one. Do you have a favorite list of videos or anything? Good. Have you listened to any? As in before coming here? I should have been specific, I'm sorry. Okay, so that's usually like 1A of the list of things I ask people to do. Another is just go and find another video. There's always more, there's always something you'll like you might like face touching, or, like tapping, nails tapping. I can't really do that, nervous, finger biter, nail biter, but, there's always some video out there that you can watch that will help you relax. So there's always a new one, sorry. My words are getting mixed up. It's been a long shift. I've just helped, I think, 18 people in the last 24 hours, but it comes with the job. And, yeah. Have you ever tried, how do you get to sleep? I'll ask the questions. How do you get to sleep? Are you more of you just put your head down and try, or do you go on your phone, or... Okay. Yeah, because obviously you've heard all these studies of, don't use your phone because the blue light will keep you awake. It's partially true, but for people with stress and anxieties, I find it helps. Scrolling and just watching stuff and listening to stuff helps more than it hinders. So, for a lot of people, I recommend watching something before it, because it takes, yes, it may keep you up for a little bit later, but it'll help you get a better sleep for you, because any worries and anxieties, just you switch off from them, That's why I recommend ASMR, obviously, because that's an easier way to just put yourself in a situation, usually with a role play, that doesn't require you to have any prior knowledge or anything. You're just in there and you're just answering questions and you're engaged in something else, and then gradually you just fall to sleep. It works out rather well, honestly. But for you, you are a bit more of a special case, and I do honestly like them. They're unique, they're fun, because I get to actually have intelligent answers and conversations, and I just love it. So thank you for coming here on it. It's been quite a boring night as well, but I wouldn't bore you with the details. I love everyone, honestly. I love each and every person that comes through here, just because they're all different. Yes, they all have strengths and weaknesses, but in the end, they all just want to sleep, and that's something everyone should be able to do comfortably. And that's my job. As I've said many, many times before, I would definitely say maybe don't doom scroll as well. Just a tangent, because that, I don't want you thinking the world's ending and then 5 minutes later you're looking at pet rocks. It's not a good place to be. I don't have phones or anything or internet here, but I know it's been described to me quite a lot. Now, I'm from before that time, before I was here, but you don't care about it. No one does. And don't feel bad. Don't feel bad for me or anything. I should have said this from the get-go. I'm content. I don't know why I'm here. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm content. So, as long as you get to sleep, that's all I care about. And by the looks of it, honestly, you're going already. Just, while you're here, you leave automatically if you fall asleep, so don't. There's pillows and everything on the floor. Don't feel bad if you fall asleep listening or thinking about something, or if I tell you to try something, don't feel bad. honestly, it's the goal. The last thing I would say, because I know this is gonna help you fall asleep, I'll be honest, is anything you're thinking about, empty your mind. Just easier way to say it, empty your mind. I know that's difficult for some people. Some people, have a constant inner monologue or something. If you can just really either turn off, just really switch off your mind, or in another way, focus on that internal monologue, focus on it. Because then, if you start thinking about the internal monologue, it oftentimes leads to scenarios in your head not to do with real life. It's a very strange thing, but it's happening quite a lot. Where you start, try and imagine a situation that isn't real. Excuse me. So if you really focus on it, really focus on that situation, really focus on what you're doing in it. Just try and paint a vivid picture of it in your head. Because I find that the more you immerse yourself in a world like that, that's also why reading before bed is also a very good thing. Because if you can get yourself immersed in fantasy, then it's a lot easier just to slip into lucid and then slip into dreaming, because you don't really, your brain is already there, it's kind of just shutting down, which is a lot easier. And by the looks of things, you're quite close to sleeping, so my job's almost done. You might never see me again. No, I know you were asking about that earlier. I'm quite a one and done type deal, which I'll admit is a little bit sad, because a lot of people I meet are really funny, really charming, beautiful, handsome, just great, and they never see me again. I never see them again, more importantly, but it's just something, again, you learn to live with. So what I want you to do for me is close your eyes. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Make sure autoplay is off in your brain. Make sure anything coming after this is off. So close your eyes and just lay back. It's okay, there's pillows. It's okay. Just lay back with your eyes closed and focus on my voice. Now, you're going to be falling asleep because you want to. You want to, and you'd let go of all the stress of the outside world, and that's great. I'm so happy for you. By the count of 5, I want you to fully just let go. Nothing on the mind, focusing on the inner monologue if you have to. And just